While Miss Laura Hernandez and Miss Kelly Biggs were developing an economic unit of study, they never dreamed it would turn into such an unbelievably rewarding experience for them as well as for their students. In the unit, students worked collaboratively to develop a business in which they so rightfully named the Giving Tree. As a part of their business plan, they brainstormed ideas for products they would be able to market to the student body at Summer Shade Elementary. During the Christmas season, their goal was to produce inexpensive ornaments that students could purchase for their loved ones. The business plan of the students grew into something much larger than they had expected. All along, students knew how they wanted to spend their profit. The continuous of the two classes was to use profits made from the project to adopt one child from the Angel Tree program. They predicted and hoped for a profit large enough to buy the Angel Tree child a Nintendo DS for Christmas. After all expenses were deducted, their business turned a profit of nearly $700. Not only were they able to fulfill the wants and needs of a child, but they were also able to fulfill wants and needs of two other siblings in the same family. After purchasing gifts for the Angel Tree children, they still had $70 left to purchase a voucher from IGA, which will allow the family to pick up an entire Christmas dinner. Students quickly learned how their wants and needs pale in comparison to the wants and needs of those experiencing challenging financial times. They mastered the art of owning and operating a business, but more importantly, they will always remember that it is better to give than receive.
What types of products did you make? We made material balls, tobacco sticks. We made these little snowflakes, and we did make feather balls, but they didn't sell good, so we had to take the feathers off of them and turn them into material balls.
Okay. Did you make a flyer handout?
Yes.
How did you make it, and what other information was on the flyer?
Well, we made it on the computer, and the information we put a picture of what the product looked like, and like the information about it and how much it was, and then you can choose like what you want. Say for instance on the tobacco stick star, you can either get a primitive ribbon or just like a Christmas card.
Okay. Did you advertise on the internet?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
So some of the things could be personalized to your liking.
Did you pass out the flyers?
Yes, we passed it out to every grade.
Every grade. And who ended up winning?
Well, lots of people did, lots of people in the school. And we raised $600-something. You like silver or
Silver?
I like silver.
Get some altitudes.
What are y'all doing?
Pine cones.
Making.
We're not making it, Matthew. We're glittering pine cones.
Like, how are we making them? What are we doing it for?
What are y'all doing this for?
To adopt an angel tree to help kids who doesn't get presents for Christmas. Ask us how we're doing it. And here comes the drill. Ask us how we're making it.
How did you make the products for the Giving Tree?
We make tobacco stick stars. We got the tobacco sticks and nail them together and make stars. And for the plaques, we sanded little wood pieces, and we took a wood burner and carved stuff in it. And for the pine cones, they put glitter on them, and for the material balls, you made them out of ornaments, and you just put stuff on them like decorations and all that, and for the large wooden plaques, we made bigger pieces of wood, and like with the wood burner, we carved stuff down, and that's it.
Was the process simple or difficult? Let's hear what each of you say about it.
Making a tobacco stick stones because you have to wipe them around and just drill them. Probably the most difficult one would be the little I think it was simple, and I think pretty much everyone was easy.
Yeah, I believe it was pretty fun, and it was kind of simple, and it was just fun making money for angel tree.
So it's pretty much some were easy and some were difficult.
The Giving Tree project that our 4th and 5th grade students have completed this year has been incredibly awesome. I think they were hoping to make a couple $100s to help sponsor a family, but in fact they raised over $647, and it's amazing what our students have learned. They've learned the importance of giving back to their community with the proceeds from their fundraiser, and they also provided a nice product for people to buy. With the whole supply and demand, they've done an awesome job. So they have learned so many different things from the project this year, everything from economics to learning to give and to love. Thank you.
Students will learn from the project.
I think the 2 most important things that the kids have learned this year is the importance of how to make a product and sell it, as well as learning how to do something very productive with the money that they made by giving it back to adopting a family here in Summer Shade Community for the Christmas Giving Tree.
How did this project help our school community?
Well, I think any time that our school sponsors a program and gives back to the community, it's always looked upon as a very positive thing, so that we are teaching students just not reading, writing, math, science, and social studies, but that we're actually teaching them real-life experiences to help make them better students and make them better citizens of our community.
How did this project help the Summer Shade community?
It helped our Summer Shade community because we have a very high free and reduced rate. We have a lot of families that have lost jobs over the past year, and by being able to adopt a family and provide a wonderful Christmas to those children in that family shows the love that we have for our community and supporting families that are in need.
Can I get a comment on what you think about the Giving Tree project?
I think it was probably, I've been teaching 18, 19 years, and I think it was one of the most incredible fundraisers I've ever seen, and for a great cause. Miss Kelly, Miss Kelly and Miss Lori did a wonderful job, and the kids and everybody involved in that did a great job.
What do you think the students will learn from the project?
And I think they'll learn that, well, of course they'll learn their economics and learn about the cost of $1. Mostly they'll learn about giving.
How did this project help our school community?
Well, just by doing something that you can raise $600, $700 and give to a family in need. I mean, everybody in the community will just reflect on that and say, wow, Summer Shade's done a great thing for the community.
How did this project help the Summer Shade community?
Well, I think everybody in the school, it's made everybody in the school closer. We have a lot of respect for you kids for doing this and putting in the time and doing all the crafts together. And it's just something for this school to be proud of. I know I'm very proud of each and every one of you. And to Miss Kelly and Miss Lori for doing this great project, for helping out these Christmas angels that need it.
Could I get a comment on what you think about the Giving Tree Project?
I think the Giving Tree Project was a wonderful opportunity for students to work together in order to produce a product and learn about economics and profit and cost, and still be able to give back to other students.
What do you think the students will learn from the project?
I hope that the most important lesson students learn is to give to others who are in need.
How did this project help our school community?
It allowed our student body to come together in order to create products to sell to everyone in the school, staff, faculty, and students, as well as people from the community, neighbors, relatives, friends. And then the money we made from that, which was over $800, we used to fund Angel Tree children from our own school. So the money went back to students who actually attend Summer Shade Elementary.
How did this project help the Summer Shade community?
We had community volunteers come in. We had community, like grandparents and parents from the community, volunteer to donate supplies like fabric for our fabric balls, or tobacco sticks for our tobacco stick stars. We even had parents come in and help the students show them how to actually build our first products that we made. And then we had some dads come in and supervise as we went along, and it just really, everybody came together for such a good cause. And it turned out to be such a rewarding project.
Can I get a comment on what you think about the Giving Tree Project?
The Giving Tree Project was a project that first started out as an economics unit for 4th and 5th grade, but then turned into a community service project. The Giving Tree Project taught the students on the importance of giving and not getting anything in return. Didn't realize how big the project was going to get until we started getting all the orders in from students here at the school and community members outside. Overall, I think the Giving Tree Project taught all students that it's better to give.
What do you think the students will learn from the project?
Well, like I said a minute ago, students learned a great deal about economics. Everything from supply and demand to being a producer and a consumer. And then they learned about community service, hard work to give to others without getting anything in return.
How did this project help our school community?
The school community was able to, especially students, were able to save their money, maybe snack money or money that their parents had given them, and were able to purchase ornaments that were very reasonably priced, and were able to give their parents something for Christmas. It also helped with a very hard economy right now. It provided the opportunity for members outside the community to be able to purchase some very cheap Christmas presents.
Do you have a child in the 4th or 5th grade?
Yes, my son is in the 5th grade.
Could I get a comment on what you think about the Giving Tree Project?
I think it's a wonderful project. It teaches the children that it's better to give than to receive.
Why are you pleased that your child participated in this project?
I think it gave him a better sense of understanding, you know, that people are less fortunate, and it's better to help. It gives you a good feeling to help other people.
Do you have a child in the 4th or 5th grade?
Yes, I have children in 4th and 5th grade.
Could I get a comment on what you think about the Giving Tree Project?
I thought that the Giving Tree Project was a wonderful idea. It was a huge undertaking for our 4th and 5th grade students and teachers, but I think it turned out to be a great success.
Why are you pleased that your child participated in this project?
I am pleased that they participated in this project because, one, it teaches them work ethic, that in order to gain things, you are going to have to work. Things aren't just handed to you. And it also taught them about the gift of giving as well.
What skills or concepts do you think they will learn?
I know that they learned about profit and economics whenever they were talking about how much it cost them to make the things that they made and then what they earned from that.
Like on the track with the 6 stars, we wouldn't have to go buy them. Most people just have them in the yard.
Right. We got some stuff like donated to us, right? The tobacco stick stars. What else?
Natural resources.
Natural resources. We talked about using natural resources that we didn't have to pay for. What were some natural resources we used besides the tobacco sticks?
The hickory nuts.
Hickory nuts and pine cones. Okay. Did it cost us anything for those? No. So that cut our expenses, right? When we were working, we had a group over here that were doing the pine cones. And I talked about what were they doing in that group with all that glitter? Wasting. They were wasting it, right? Wasting things cuts in on our what? Profit. On our profits. It makes our expenses greater. Very good. It makes our expenses go up. All right. What about the material balls? What about the material balls?
At first we were going to use glass balls, but then we decided to use little glass.
Yes, she's right. She's right. Remember when we first did it? We were going to use glass balls.
And we were going to make little glass.
Why did we not do that?
It cut our costs.
Raise hands. Amista?
Because it was too much for our...
I need some vocabulary. I need some really good. You're right.
Too expensive.
It was too expensive, right? So then we got the idea of the material balls.
How would you get the materials?
It wasn't going to be a material ball. It was going to be a glass round ornament. But it was going to be too expensive because we were going to have to buy the balls.
And the material balls cost less. We got the material donated to us.
And we got material donated to us. Remember we were going to make that beaded ball?
That would have cost me a lot.
I need some vocabulary.
That was going to be a lot on our expense.
It was going to be a lot of expense, right?
Now it would be hard for them to do the things with these. The stuff
Yeah.
Because you had 2 groups doing.
So remember, we had to think about all that stuff before we started making our products. We had to think about our profit. But there's something else. We, as a class, because this is a charity, we worked for what? Did anybody get paid in here to work?
No.
No. So we
Works for free.
We worked for free. So what did we do with our time?
We had fun.
Yeah, we had fun. What did we do?
What's that called though? When you donate your time, your free
labor.
Good.
Labor.
We donated our labor. Do people out in the workforce donate their labor? How many of your parents work for free?
No. They're gonna pay
Your mother works, your dad works for free?
They pay the bill.
Does she?
Yeah.
1985 was 2963. Here's the total. $19.85. You have to add all this together, and then add all that together, and subtract this.
Put all this together,
It shows
and then we gotta subtract. What we make, we gotta subtract it from our expense.
Oh, okay.
Turn it on.
Very good.
To get our profit.
To get your
And we have a profit of $647.46. I've got the angel tree information. You all decided that you wanted to adopt 3 angels from the same family. There are 2 girls and a boy. Remember, I told you they are from the Summer Shade area. I have marked out how old they are and what grade they are in because that's not important. What's important is the reason why we did the giving tree, which is what? Tell me what the reason. What is the reason, Megan?
To help a child get it better.
Okay, to have some better things, Kylie?
For us to give a child what they don't have.
Okay, to give children what they don't have. So it really doesn't matter their name, how old they are, what grade they're in. It's just that we give them the things they need and want. Before we start on this, we need to review what a need and a want is. What is the difference? First, tell me what a need is. Travis.
A need is what you want, like a sports car or
A
something.
need is not. A need. Come on, Travis. What's a need?
A need is where you gotta have shelter, water, and food.
Okay, a need is something that you cannot what?
Not what you need to survive.
Okay, what you need to survive, what you need to live, which is food, water, shelter, and what's the other? Clothing. Does it mean we have to eat at McDonald's? No. No. Does it mean that we have to have clothes from Hollister? No. No. So it doesn't matter what type, as long as we have all four of those things to survive. What's a want? Adam, what's a want?
It's things you don't need to survive.
Okay, there are things you don't need to survive. So as a class, let's talk about what we think is more important. Needs or wants? Okay, so we need to meet the needs of these children before we meet their wants, correct?
Yes.
Okay, this is one child. You can see it's a male. And these are the clothes, and he does have wishes. It says a bike and truck and cars. Okay? Now, the needs, you see a coat, clothes, shoes, underwear, socks. So do you think we need to meet those needs or those wishes first? Needs.
This one goes down first.
How do you guys feel wrapping these presents?
We feel very good.
How did you get that much money? Have you guys ever wrapped presents before?
I have, but Alec hasn't.
Oh my goodness. How do you guys feel about wrapping these presents for the Angel Tree Child?
I think it's really fun.
Megan, how do you feel about wrapping these gifts?
I feel proud that we raised so much money and we got to buy these toys and things that these kids need.
Part of the Giving Tree project.
Making all the crosses.
Making all the ornaments.
Getting to pick out the stuff that makes the kids happy.
Mom was making the products. Mom was making all the ornaments.
With the palettes.
How did doing this project make you feel?
Good.
What did you learn from this project?
That
Giving is important.
it ain't about what you want, it's about what you need and giving.
Just giving. About giving stuff to other people instead of getting stuff yourself.
It's about love.
Second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turkeys